What's up guys, RJ Gaming back here, and today we're going to be simulating another ecosystem, Jurassic World Evolution 3. As you can see, I already got this map already made with all the trees. It's supposed to be like a recreation of Bison Valley, somewhat. I didn't go into full detail on of it, and I will say, I cut out about 1/3 of the map, and then the roads in the back, and all the hatcheries are connected. So we're going to get started off here. We're going to start off by, of course, releasing some dinos. First dino we're going to be releasing is the Edmontosaurus. There we go, let's release these boys. Alright, we have 3 males and 2 females. Let's go ahead and speed this up right now that they're out. Let's see what they need.
Ladies and gentlemen,
looks like these guys are going to need ground fiber. Ground fiber, I guess. And whole fiber too. All in this area. We might take out the trees some too. And, what else do they need? Wetland. Well, I guess we'll edit appropriate areas for them. Alright, these guys are going to have to go expand their territory more.
Incubation personnel.
Next guys we're going to be releasing is the Dryasauruses. Unique looking things. Really, they look funny. Their heads are so tiny compared to their body. Let's see what they need and then be on our way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Dryosaurus to the park.
Alright, these guys need some more ground fiber. They need also ground leaf. What the heck? I love when dinos need multiple. That's why you gotta mix it in here. Alright, perfect. They're gonna have to find water on their own. Alright, on the next dinos.
Stand by. Incubation complete. Prepare asset for release.
Alright, next dinosaurs are the Casasauruses. Near buddies and replicas of the Triceratops, although a little tinier, and their horns on their head are, as you can see, but besides that, they're practically the same thing as a Triceratops. I was seeing that these guys have finally found themselves some water, and as you expect, these Dryasauruses have still not found any water for themselves. But while I'm talking, I'm going to head and put in a nest for each of these animals. Alright, well, there we go. The nests are put down right here. There, I think they need the dry. Yep, they're perfect now. Alright, on the next release, but wait, before we do that, we gotta check out what these guys need. These guys are gonna need some more ground leaf. Alright, guys in the forest for you. Right here, they don't need anything special, and all they need next is a nest. Alright, now that the nest has been laid for them, they're gonna have to find on their own, and find water, but I think these guys are happy now. Yeah, they should. Alright, I'm gonna release the next dinosaur.
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Alright, next dinosaur we're gonna be releasing is Stretchomimus. Even though it is in the game, it's another just like the Gallimimus, fast, quick, and has a weird
Ladies
head.
and gentlemen,
I just need some ground leaf, just like these guys over here. They're gonna find their way, and let's go check out the other dinosaurs. As I was checking on the other dinosaurs, I notified me that 4 eggs have been put in this beautiful nest here, and the Edmontosaurus are about to be parents. Now we got, it looks like, some Chasmosauruses fighting over here for alpha. It looks like it's going to be a male and a female. The female is going to come back out top like she was before. We're going to have to place another nest here. Well, the dinosaur that I probably not pronouncing right, the Chasmosaurus, says they need a bunch of nests, or the, no, that's the Chasmosaurus over here, my bad. Probably not pronouncing it right. It says they need 3 nests. Put some more trees around it, cover, make it look more natural, and go on to the next. Alright, first dinosaur to venture across the lake on either of the dinos is the Chasmosaurus. One of the males is wandering right past, and that's the first one of the ecosystem. But while I'm talking, you guys are probably wondering, where are the carnivores? Well, they're coming up next.
Complete incubation personnel,
Alright.
please stand by.
The Gunlong from the Deluxe Pack is the first carnivore into this ecosystem, which I'm releasing a little bit farther down from all the others, and
ladies and gentlemen,
feeder for
we are
them.
pleased to welcome a Guanlong to the park.
Alright, now that that feeder's placed, perfect. They're gonna have plenty of food, and they should be able to find water. It might not be close enough, and hopefully don't starve to death. Well, on to the next. we got this Dryosaurus, found some water over here, ventured a little bit farther out than all of his others, but not very far. All these guys are staying close to each other here, just like the Charmiosauruses, all staying pretty close. As you can see, look at the ecosystem, they're all staying really close to each other. It's a little too peaceful for me, if you know what I'm saying.
Mission personnel, please stand by.
And as I was saying, it's too peaceful. We're gonna release some power raptors into this ecosystem. But hold up now, I've got to find a way here. An iconic line from Neil and Malcolm from the first movie. If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta go see that one. Trust me, it's the best one. But we got some Edmontauruses, juveniles, these guys can turn 10 years, and back to the Power Raptors. These guys have been released now, and it's saying they don't prey, their cohabitants, their comfort's gonna be max, so I don't really care. They need deep water, apparently, which I'm pretty sure that all is deep water, I did put in. And they just need area, they got the prey and pasture, that's all they need. So I've learned while I've been playing this game, that if one of the dinosaurs from their pack or the herd travel too far, it will kind of have to find new territory. And this is what this little Dryosaurus did here. He's got a little crazy and way past his pack over there. So now he's come over, he's got some ground fiber, ground leaf actually, my bad, and then I think I did put ground fiber over here. Alright, he's good now, and he's probably freaking out because he only got one, which he's gonna have to find his way, even though games notified me again 5 Montesauruses, or Chasmosauruses, my bad, have laid eggs, 5 of them, as you can see here. And then we got way over here Pyroraptors looking and just slowly expanding their territory, and also looking to hunt some prey. These guys in the water look so cool, and actually I did not put deep water so dinosaurs can walk in it. That's gonna have to be changed, but I don't know what to do about that. Alright, I fixed the problem. I got some deep water over here for the Pyroraptors, and the Momosaurus have kind of ventured out pretty far. One ventured out over here, and then we got some Dryosauruses. Hold up, we gotta fight. We actually hunting, a Pyroraptor is hunting an Momosaurus. Don't know what happened. Right now it's just chasing it through the forest, can barely see it. They're hunting as a pack now, they've got it. I think this is over for it. Let's check it out. There he goes. And there, he shakes him off, and they hop right back on him and tear him off. Oh, he's trying to run away. Oh, there goes his health. Oh, and he's done. And there goes the first dinosaur in this ecosystem. Alright, now that most dinosaurs have spread out and made their own territories, it's starting to become an ecosystem. Alright, came back over to check on these little tiny gunlogs. Just looking for food, buddy. I literally placed a feeder for you guys right over here. Right by the hatchery, buddy. You guys are over here, I'm guessing. Yep, about to find a way. Like, about to find a way. I love how it does that. 5. This population's about to come out of control, and I can already know. Hard to tell, no, whatever.
Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation.
Alright, next dinosaur we're going to be releasing is the Parasaurolophus. I actually said it pretty good this time. Go check out my other videos, which would also really help me out. Now I haven't been able to find a way here for these guys, and you know, hopefully these guys can grow before they all get totally destroyed later on. Alright, these guys need water and wetland, so let's put the wetland down for them. Dab up some wetland on the edge of the river running through the whole entire valley. We're not going to do that right now. I'm going to show you guys that. That would be terrible for you. They're also running for their lives for some reason. I have no clue. They're all panicking. They were panicking, now they're socializing. Alright. They just need a couple more wetland, and they need ground nut. So ground nut and tall nut are going to be on this side over here, but over here, so you know they can get a little bit of a taste and feel of how it is, and then you know it looks a little bit more natural. Alright, they're gonna have to find their own wetland. Let's go check out the other dinosaurs. Even though it's in mom, it's so cute. I know they are. And they're still having to mature. Eating right now, or feeding is what it's called apparently. A grown adult male. Just kind of wandering. Alright, if we look here, we got a bunch of different dinosaurs in this ecosystem. And, one's dead, and one's venturing out far. And the Gunlong is still just standing right here for some reason. I'm not quite sure, but hey, who even knows at this point?
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Alright, we're gonna be releasing some Arthemimuses just for prey for the Gunlong, and we always like to watch herbivores just get totally
Ladies and
destroyed
gentlemen, we're
every
pleased to
time
welcome in
by
this-
different dinos, carnivores, but I figured I didn't need to, really going deeper about it. Life's about to find a way, more of these ugly looking things, who even cares? They're kind of living the happy life, so
To welcome a Struthiomimus to the park.
alright, we're going to be releasing some Atrociraptors into this park. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Figured these practically raptors, not as good as if you go check out other ecosystem videos. They always seem to get destroyed by them. But besides that, they are pack hunters and they will brutally murder their or any herbivore that they want to. So, they just need a bunch of different things because, they're needy little dinosaurs just like the rest of them in this game. I think we're going to give them some live prey because, and a meat feeder. There, both are right there. Actually, I'm going to place the meat feeder right in the middle of this section here of the ecosystem. And while I'm talking, I kept the prey feeder here, and this will be a multiple part series for you guys. I don't think we're going to be able to capture really a whole ecosystem in one video, so, while I'm doing this, I figured I should probably just do multiple. Cover that thing up, make it look more natural. Don't really want to see it, and, going with the ecosystem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
I was just alerted that one of the Arthemimuses died by a Gunlongosaurus, it looks like. So, sad, but, it's gonna happen.
incubation personnel, please stand by.
Alright, we're gonna be releasing the first sauropod into the ecosystem, which is gonna be the Apatosaurus or whatever. I probably didn't pronounce that right whatsoever. Just I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it or even retry. So, let's get on. Well, as those guys are releasing, one of these guys way over here, this Anomophosaurus, totally kind of just ran off for some reason. I'm not sure. But these Pyroraptors and other guys over here are kind of just living the life, kind of what we want it to be in this ecosystem. It looks like these guys are just running right now. As I was looking around the map, it seems that some of these guys have just kind of just totally moved off the map. And I was kind of waiting for it because I was prepared to give animals whatever they need once they start moving out in the ecosystem, which I do want them to expand the ecosystem. I don't really want them to just kind of just sit and where they get released. So this is kind of actually nice. So these guys kind of just, came over here. There's like 5 of them. I know they didn't go far, but they kind of ventured out. And we're going to drop a nest for them. Alright, we actually ended up doing 3 because, these guys need 3 nests apparently. Or any dinosaurs like this, bro. They have so much area and stuff. Pyroraptors are hungry. They are hungry. I'm pretty sure their territory has the meat eater in it, so you could literally just go get it if you wanted. Alright, we're going to place a hatchery here, because this is a little too spread out from the other two, so we're going to drop one right here and release some dinos. First dinosaur we're going to be releasing in this hatchery is the Stegoceratops, first hybrid into the ecosystem. These things, if you couldn't tell, are a mixture of Triceratops and Stegosaurus, which is actually, they're all males, so or females, they can't reproduce. So, that's not great, but they're really strong and should be able to last while in this ecosystem. What are they going to need? Ground fruit and ground fiber. Perfect. All right here. Always kind of just want to put it out in the hatchery and, put it to the shore and then have the trees in the back. Looks like this is going pretty well. Since I don't want dinosaurs to die this early in the ecosystem, I placed a feeder right here for these Pyroraptors to eat. Also, ones across the bridge, as we can see. And life's about to find a way for some Pyroraptors. Oh, that's not good, but it's only 2 of them. It's only 2. Good thing. They're not going out of control as like 4 or 5.
We are pleased to welcome a Pyroraptor to the park.
Alright, if we look here, these dinos are starting to spread out everywhere, not fully across the map, but we have only really so little in this episode, and I think that's gonna be it. Of course, I hope you guys enjoyed, and